So this is not something I thought I'd see today. Dan Pitcher. Well, let me go ahead and let him say it for himself.
You can't have a screen intercepted.
Right.
But his eyes are in the right spot, that the ball was going to go to the place that the coverage dictated the ball should go to. And that's because he understands the offense. He knows what we're asking out of him. I know he wishes that the stat line was better, and he wishes that we were able to move down the field and score touchdowns. And I think we'll do that with him on Monday night. But full grasp of the offense, excellent. I mean, he's one of the best teammates I've ever been around. He'll be a phenomenal coach if he ever decides he wants to do it. He's an important part of what we do here.
So he's talking about Jake Browning. So Dan Pitcher articulates the value backup quarterback Jake Browning brings to the Bengals offense and why he'd be a great coach one day. Now listen, I do love Jake Browning. I think everyone loves Jake Browning. What he did for us in 2023, man, it is a different feeling when it comes to Jake Browning. But Jake Browning in the preseason is like someone decided to drink the night before, shotgun 3 beers before the game, and maybe take a little bit of LSD, and that's Jake Browning during preseason. When he gets a chance in the regular season, Jake Browning be cooking, okay? I love Jake Browning. But preseason Jake Browning is not it, man. It's not it. It was cool and unusual punishments having to watch him play versus the Eagles. It got to a point where we were begging for them to put in Desmond Ridder. And Ridder, in 3 plays, had a better stat line than Jake Browning did in 3 quarters. So, and again, I don't really think it's too much about Jake Browning like, oh, he's just not good. I think it's just, he just doesn't try in preseason. And they've already made it very clear with Jake Browning, he is the backup to Joe Burrow. He is the guy they're going to keep moving forward. And no matter who we bring in quarterback-wise, it is Jake Browning's job as backup. And because of that, I don't think he really cares. I think he just kind of goes, hey, it's preseason. I'm just going to go out here and do whatever. Now, to the point of him becoming a coach one day, I don't see the situation where I would, again, obviously I'm not one-on-one with him every single day, and I haven't picked his brain and stuff like that, but definitely doesn't really give me coach vibes for Jake Browning. I feel like, not every single player obviously can be a coach. There's some players who are really good, like leaders and coaches type materials. I don't know. I just never really thought Jake Browning and being a coach. That's out of nowhere pretty much. And I get it, like he said, he's a great teammate. He's a great guy to be around. But that doesn't always make the best coach. Like, usually with coaches, it's based on, like, hey, what's their football IQ? Like, what do they know all these different type of things, these different type of plays? Like, if you watch Jake, you can tell he really has mastered kind of just following along with what Joe Burrow has done, and he moves like him now. He really maneuvers around the field like he's Joe Burrow. Obviously the throws aren't always the same. There's no replicating Joe Burrow. Come on now. Anyway, but yeah, no, that's that was not on my bucket list. Jake Browning going to be a coach one day. Shout out to Dan for that one. That was out of nowhere. Anyway, though, we have an interesting storyline development on the defensive line. Is the first team undrafted free agent Howard Cross out of Notre Dame is getting with BJ Hill ramping up. Here he provides push against Lucas Patrick. Wait. Hold the fluff up. Hold the fluff up. I have to mentally understand what I'm just reading. Am I reading that Howard Cross III is playing... He's playing first team reps? Okay, hang on, hold up. Let me fathom this. So, our 6-string D-tackle is getting first team reps, and Shamar Stewart still can't. What? Shamar Stewart still does not have first team reps, But Howard Cross the third is getting first team reps. You know, like there's a what's that thing called nepotism, whatever, where Al Golden was just played for Notre Dame. He was a coach for Notre Dame, and now we see Howard Cross, the guy who came from Notre Dame, playing first team reps. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, he's getting first team reps now. And the guy who was just the coach at Notre Dame is getting first team reps. It feels like, honestly, it feels like Al Golden might know something about this guy and how good this guy is, so he's giving him first team reps. Safety coach Jordan wants to see out of his safeties and sees great opportunity for Tyson Anderson with a hamstring strain to Geno Stone. Sorry, I butchered that reading. The reason why I butchered it is because I saw a hamstring, and I was like, do not tell me Tyson Anderson is hurt again. Sorry, my bad. My brain just went Dumbo mode. Okay, so hold up. Because I remember Howard Cross was in our, repertoire before, right? We talked about Howard Cross. Yeah, this is the play with Howard Cross in it. He went one-on-one with Dylan Fairchild and got kind of demolished on the play. And we made jokes about it. Now, in the end, it looks like you go to James's video, he does say that Howard Cross tripped and Fairchild took advantage of it. That's why. So he ends up tripping on the play, and then it just ended up being a good play by, this is not going to load. I'm just realizing that now. But my point is, okay, so I was wondering, I was like, wait, Howard Cross the third, he sounds familiar. That's why he sounds familiar. Now, going back to what Drag said, kind of scares the crap out of me that that apparently Howard Cross got some good reps against, what's his name? Got some good reps versus Lucas Patrick. Because we just made a video the other day about Lucas Patrick and how Lucas Patrick didn't look the best in preseason week 1. In all honesty, Cody Ford looks so much better. So that kind of scares the crap out of me. That, we're talking about Howard Cross now on first team reps. Lucas Patrick's not looking the greatest. We really do need to protect our quarterback. Please. Protect our quarterback. I don't know. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. Make sure to like and comment down below. It's going to be a long 7 days before we play next.